Hello, I'm R.E.Fort, and welcome back to my podcast and this post, Featured Tracks Playlist September 2023. This playlist has 6 great tracks included. There's Never Enough Time, Just Stay, My Haunted Mind, Never Another Love Like Ours, Your Kiss, and So Cool. To find the playlist for YouTube Music, Spotify, Pandora, iTunes, and Amazon Music, I've created links to each and added them to this post and on my website at re.fort.co/playlist, or find them on my YouTube Music, Spotify, Pandora, iTunes, or Amazon Music sites. Let's get to the playlist. Starting us off is There's Never Enough Time. This ballad is such a beautiful song. I used a grand piano sound and my Fender acoustic electric for the melody, which sounds so cool. I used for the piano chords a great Fender Rhodes electric piano sound with soft rising strings. Towards the end of the track, I bring in my Gibson SG for the solo, adding a new vibe to the track. I hear in this track, why is there never enough time, but we will find a way. Let's give There's Never Enough Time a listen. Next up is Just Stay. This ballad has become one of my favorites. This song has such a beautiful vibe to it. With the grand piano playing a soft counter melody, then the guitar comes in playing the melody while the song continues to build. This track has a great solo that comes in later, and then the song really starts to soar with strings and horns transitioning into a third section with a killer solo on top. Let's give Just Stay a listen. Next up is My Haunted Mind. This cool jazz track is so much fun to play, and it was a blast to write. During our COVID-19 crisis, I started writing a lot of new music, and this song came about during that strange time. The song started out as nothing more than me playing around on the bass guitar. I let my brother hear what I was working on when he suggested that I speed it up a little bit, so I tried it at 120 BPM, also known as beats per minute. I turned off the bass and guitar work I had recorded and just listened to the keyboards and the drums. I was hooked at that point. I went back and recorded the new guitar and bass guitar parts, and that's how this track was created. This song is just cool. Let's give My Haunted Mind a listen. Next up is Never Another Love Like Ours. This cool ballad is such a beautiful vibe and feeling to it. I'm playing the melody and solo on one of my hollow body guitars. I'm playing my acoustic electric guitar for the guitar chords and a grand piano sound for counter melody and chords. The walking bass line in this track is captivating. The track builds to a third section with a great guitar solo that rounds out the track, giving it a great ending. Let's give Never Another Love Like Ours a listen. Next up is Your Kiss. This is a big smooth jazz track. I love a big, full, smooth jazz track with strings, horns, and a great rhythm. That's what I was going for when I was writing this song. I really love the feel of this song and its melody. This track has a lot going on with cool strings, horns, electric piano sounds, great drum programming, and a killer walking bass line. Make sure you listen to the full track for a killer last section with a great guitar solo on top. Let's give Your Kiss a listen. The last track on September's playlist is so cool. When I was writing this song, I started using my Stratocaster, but I knew I wanted it to have a true blues/jazz feel, so I switched up and went to my 1980s Schaefer hollow body. As with most of the songs on the CD10, I wanted to keep it simple with just guitars and drums. So on this track, I'm playing my Fender Stratocaster for the solo work, my 1980s Schaefer hollow body for the melody and chords, and my chord bass for the guitar work. I love the drum programming on this track. This track always makes me think of a smoky jazz club, a quartet on stage just laying it down. Let's give So Cool a listen. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode and get a chance to listen to the full tracks on either my YouTube Music, Spotify, Pandora, or Amazon Music sites. Remember, you can find links to those sites' playlists on my website at R.E.Fort.co/playlist. The music opening and closing this podcast is the track name So Cool from my CD10. Thanks for listening, and as always, without music, life has no soul. Thanks.